In this video, we're going to be looking at continuously compounded interest. So before we talked about compound interest, and that was interest that can be compounded daily, monthly, or quarterly. Well, now we have one that is compounded continuously. And so when it's compounded continuously, the amount A in an account after T years is given by the formula A is equal to PE raised to the RT, where P is the principal and R is the annual interest rate written as a decimal, just like we talked about before. And so we get that because of our formula. If we were to have it approach positive infinity, that leads to this E based on the definition of E that we talked about in that first video. So let's look at two different examples. So number one, it says you deposit $4,500 in an account that earns 4% annual interest compounded continuously. Find the balance after 10 years. So first I'll look to see what gives me the problem. I see that my principal is $4,500. And then I see that it gives me a rate of 4%. So my R is equal to 4%, but remember in this formula, I need to write my percent as a decimal. So if I write that as a decimal, that's going to become 0.04. And then T, we're looking to see how much is an account after 10 years. So I have my formula that A is equal to PE raised to the RT. Plugging in my information, I have 4,500. E raised to the 0.04 times 10. And now I'm going to go over to Desmos to figure this out. So I have 4,500 E raised to 0.04 times 10, I get 0.4. And so rounding that to the nearest hundredth, I get that A is approximately 6,713.21 cents. Okay, let's look at one more. So here it says you deposit $6,250 in an account that earns 5% annual interest compounded continuously. Find the balance after 7 years. So here it's compounded continuously, so I know I'm using my formula A equals PE to the RT. And so first I see that my principal is $6,250, so P is equal to $6,250. And it's earning 5% annual interest rate compounded continuously. So R is equal to 5%. But if I rewrite that as a decimal, I get 0.05. And I want to find the balance after 7 years. So T is equal to 7. So I have my formula that A is equal to PE to the RT. P here is 6,250. E to the R, which is 0.05, times T, which is 7. 0.05 times 7, I get 0.35. And so now putting that into here, I have 6,250, 0.35, and I get that the account approximately has $8,869.17.